Clear skies, but pretty chilly. That's the situation in Green Bay, Coach. Actually had a dusting of an autumn snow last night, but that's gone, and we are set for football at Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Play action here on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Lions will take over.
31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
43-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Swift.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got some space here. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Taken down.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Dillon looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tuck it and run. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers, nothing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Brings up third.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
He's sacked.
Trey Flowers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He's going to float this over the middle, deep, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, Swift, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Packers' 30-yard line.
And he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Matt Prater.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's first and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them first and goal, as you outlined, with a big...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Cut. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Hurt. Watch the twist. Wow.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was
from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
14.
On play action, they'll throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
7 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout taken.
Gain of 8 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Swift. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
47-yard line. A pickup of 15 yards. But it's now 3rd down.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions 37, Packers nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Rodgers.
Julian Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Trufant on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run once more with Dillon. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Good. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 61 yards.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Dillon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Is good.
Crosby with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Daniel now. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And that's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to Dillon on 1st down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Dillon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run now with Dillon, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Sets up
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Packers' 7-yard line.
Daniel going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 37-yard line.
This is Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. On 3rd down, Dillon. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll run for it with Dillon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. They fake the give. Daniel. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Today's final score, Lions.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green...